Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Now we are back on IO. I have been flying around a little bit, and what I actually did was fly to the space station and grabbed another hatch, and I am actually pumping neon on the space station to put in our void miner here. Just curious if that would affect the amount of ores that we got, and it does seem like it picks up every time it grabs an ore. It just does ×4 now. If we look on the tooltip, it says neon ×4. So yeah, I did think about Krypton, but we really just don't pump a whole lot of Krypton. I'm assuming, yeah, we'd be pumping more than we were using. But I still don't pump a whole lot. I'm only doing like 100 every second or whatever it pumps at. And this uses 2 liters per second. So, I mean, yeah, you're still making a profit. Maybe I should do that. It might be easier, actually. Because right now I have 2 super tanks on the space station. And I'm not pumping Krypton, which we are using in our blast furnace. Although it may be easier if we just switch over to neon. I don't know. I really want xenon, but we might. Yeah, we'll be there soon-ish. But xenon is going to take a whole heck of a lot of power to pump. But if we remember last episode, we left off and I was waiting for ore to pop up, and now we are starting to see it. And I was kind of hoping the void miner, if you threw an ore in there. Also, that is really annoying. It is, I'm pretty sure it's this flickering on and off. Like, device missing channel, and then it doesn't get enough power, it turns off. I think. No, maybe not. I do have safe mode on. I was thinking safe mode. I was running into that on the space station, so I ended up turning safe mode off, which sometimes when it's not getting enough power, it kind of flickers, but it doesn't really matter. It's not voiding anything. It's just kind of wasting a little bit of power. Because when I'm not in the main base, we have, I think it's just chunk loading issues. But, alright, so yeah, what I was thinking is I was hoping you would put this in there and kind of like focus it. You know, like the laser drill lens or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it just voids every other ore that is not sphalerite ore. It just mines it at a normal rate, and anything that's not sphalerite, it'll just void. So you just saw we got 4 more there. But every ore probably has a rate at which it pumps or produces or whatever you want to call it. So sphalerite might be like, I don't know, 1 every 10 seconds or something like that, or 1 every 30 seconds. So by putting that in there, you're not really speeding it up or anything. You're just basically voiding the stuff that you don't want. So, yeah, not. I don't love that for sphalerite. I mean, if you have this running for hours and hours and hours, you're gonna get sphalerite. And through that, indium. But it definitely pays to pump a gas in there to increase it at least. I'm like, maybe I should just do Krypton. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I am starting to run low on oxygen. But, yeah. So that is the void miner. I'm going to leave it here for now. I will probably move it when we get to the next set of planets. So instead of like running around dropping a miner on different veins that we need, now that we're on the new set, I'll probably just drop a void miner down on that planet. And we will probably have multiple void miners eventually. But for now, we just have that one because they are rather expensive. 9 of these is That's a lot of materials. But, alright, so let me head back to the main base. And we will start and see what we can get into today. Alright, we are back in the base. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. And originally I had actually planned on doing the molecular transformer, because that is a easier way to get graphene. But as I was like thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I really feel like getting into this. There is quite a lot of stuff I don't have recipes for yet. I would have to greatly expand our assembly line, which is a bit of a pain. I mean, not that big of a pain anymore. I can just, you know, autocraft them relatively easy. But I do need to add, like, I think 5 slices or something like that. We have 11 now. So up to there, I think we can do. So I would have to add 3 more slices. And unfortunately, I kind of built this in an awkward place. So I've run out of thing. This is basically the main reason I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this right now. Because I've kind of placed that in a bad place, and I don't want to mess with it because it does work. And I don't want to screw up the automation of it. So what I'm thinking is I may actually push for the tier 6 rocket. I'm thinking we will get the molecular transformer at some point. I love multi-blocks and I love the molecular transformer. But I think right now, I think we are not going to do that. I think I want the tier 6 rocket. So we should have everything now. We have titanium. There's our bolts we need. I only need like 13 ingots of it. I do need to make recipes for this stuff. I can't remember if I've made them before. Compressed lead we have. The other one I don't think I have yet. But, I mean, that won't be an issue. We have an issue. Wait, no, that's the assembly line. That we could do. I was thinking it was the assembler multi-block, which you can't double hatch, but you can double hatch this thing. But this is not going to run on enough. I'm going to have to increase the power. And, I mean, eventually this is going to be moved to its own, probably, little area. But I don't think today is the day to start doing that. So, that, I can just do 2 ZPM and then we'll run power. I have been upgrading our power, so, I mean, it's much easier now to get that done. And that. I pulled out the filter, so we're getting every single crushed ore, and I'm probably going to turn this off, actually, because I'm not really prepared to be flooding the A system. We can see I'm not prepared to have it being flooded with ores. But we can see every single ore that we're getting from this planet. So, yeah, like we're already up to 2600 magnetite. You can see exactly like what the ratio is, which is actually kind of cool. The stellarite's off a bit. What did I have before I pulled it out? I think I had about 64 or around there or something like that. So that is probably more accurate to where it's going to be. Yeah, it's better than like tantalite, but not as good as obviously magnetite. Now, question is, what am I going to do with all these ores? If you've watched any of my series, you know I don't like just dumping infinite resources into an A system, because you start getting into this situation, and I absolutely hate when I have red lights. It is a big pet peeve for me. Anyone else hate red lights on their A system? Me? No? Am I the only one? But, yeah. So that will shut off the void miner, because I have it set to turn off if it's full. And I will probably go through each of these and figure out what I want to do with it. Like Jasper, that's going to get voided. Magnetite, probably going to get voided. Sulfur, probably voided. And so on and so forth. But I'm going to have to go through that. Also, I need to clean out my inventory. Like, what is this stuff in here? I don't need that anymore. I don't need aluminum ore barriers. It's just like, oh, look, we got a green. Yay, green light. But, okay, so let me start working on this tier 6 rocket. And also, if you don't know, this is a new thing. You can put like tier 6 or tier 4 or whatever you want. And it will pull up the different planets. And you can actually, you do uses, right click, U or whatever. You can actually see every single vein that spawns on it, which is really cool. Hint, we'll probably go on Triton. So, as I was making recipes for everything, I went to go craft the things, and I'm like, oh, why isn't it working? And I realized we hit a minor snag. Okay, not so minor, pretty major snag, actually. Those plates, the lead or something something. This one? This requires a regular assembler at UV. Now, that doesn't let us skip the tiers. I can't use a processing array to overclock or anything. So, I think we're going to have to actually craft up a UV assembler. And like usual, we're going to have to craft up the UV one, which is that one. Let me mark it just so I can find it. And then basically use that to craft up an energy hatch, which, as we know, is a bit of a pain. But that, I think, is possibly the only way. There actually is a quest right here. You need neutronium for UV and the T7 rocket. Actually, we are trying to craft up the tier 6 rocket. That been changed? No, I'm not sure if we can. I don't think we can. I really don't think there's any way for me to craft that up. I can't, although this used to you used to be able to overclock this with 2 assemblers, and it would let you kind of skip stuff. I don't want to go through the hassle of crafting this all up because, oh, that's actually not that bad. But maybe I don't really want to use this. It's just a 3x3 multi-block, but I mean that one is just way better. But if that lets me kind of skip that, maybe. Okay, let me quickly test this to see if it lets me run it on 2 hatches, or has that been fixed since I did that last. Alright, a quick update. Most of this stuff, the hatches and stuff, I actually crafted up, but the bulk production frames and the actual controller, I'm just doing testing. I'll delete them after this, and then we will, I think, craft them up, because it looks like it is actually formed with 2 ZPM energy hatches. So I do want to quickly test if it does work, and we'll do this. I just don't want to go through the trouble of making recipes, and because these GT++ machines have like such weird recipes that are pretty annoying to make. They're only like used in GT++ machines, so I do want to test this out. I guess we'll learn together here. I do need to grab, yep, those. And a bucket of IC2 coolant. I'll just delete these items. I mean, technically, I've crafted these up from actual stuff I have, but if this works, I'll just delete the thing. This is purely for testing purposes. Usually I would do this like in the overworld, but I needed decent power, and I just figured it would be easier doing it here. Alright, input hatch. I think we also need to... We need to do something with this. Right click to change mode. I don't remember. Oh, assembler, disassembler. That's right. Running in autocrafter mode. Assembly. That's really hard to see. Alright, so yeah, it's in assembly mode. Got a coolant in. So does it work if I do that? Alright, it does look like it actually works. Okay. That actually might... That might let us actually skip tiers, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'll just go throw these out. Like, we could probably use this... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could actually probably use this for the superconducting wires that we are going to need to get the hatches. Not that. Not that. Where is it? Right there. Yeah. To get the UV energy hatch. And that would actually let us avoid having to craft up the single block. I don't know if that's really intended, but okay. Let me actually craft this up for real here. Let me break this all down, and then we'll delete the stuff that I haven't crafted legitimately here. I'll even, whoops. We'll even do it while we are recording. Alright, hatches that, ZPM hatches I haven't crafted up. Yeah, alright, and that. Cool, alright, we'll be back. Okay, we are back, and I've just started placing this right here. Nothing I couldn't do. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is just making recipes for things, and it's kind of annoying because, like, there's not a single other recipe for this, so it's just going to be sitting in the thing. I could probably just go through and figure out what we actually need. Is this control circuit used for anything else? No idea what that does. But, anyway, there's a couple things I had to do recipes for. Picanim or whatever was another alloy, and also I think Xeron was another one, and Trinium, this stuff. Trinium Niquata Carbonate, I had to make a recipe for that. Unfortunately, this one is very, very long, 180 seconds at ZPM, so this has taken a long time, and we need 40 ingots worth, so yeah, I'm basically waiting on that right now. It looks like we have one more 180 second process to go, so not too terrible. And then that is used with those. We have everything else. Iridium reinforced blocks. I didn't do a recipe for this. I don't have a free chemical bath at the moment, so I just did I made 10 of them because I think that's how many we need. And threw that in the A system. But everything else, I think we have recipes for. Energy crystals. Another one I had to do. But easy. Just the 4 Bombcraft crystal things or whatever. And we have tons of that in our A system. So, yeah. Overall, it really wasn't that bad at all. So we'll come back and we will get this up. I gotta throw an interface and stuff underneath. But, yeah, we'll come back. Okay, there we go. Got a buffer. There's the coolant. There is that. And, I totally should have done the math correctly. It totally wasn't 10. It was actually 18 of the bulk production frames that we needed. The tooltip said 10, and I didn't even bother to count. But anyway, there we go. We got it done. Overall, it wasn't too terrible, but I'm not a huge fan of all those crazy recipes. So that is that. Now, I do need to do, I guess it would be on that. And then B, I need a thing of, or a line 2, that's what I need. Yeah, so there is a line 2, and then this goes in this recipe. Instead of that, need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I just put that recipe in? I didn't. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, I'm getting myself confused here. Alright, so that to that. It goes right there. And now this goes in. I did it right. Yeah. This goes in the assembly line. Recipe right there. Now we should be able to get a T6 now. Yeah. All right. I do think I'm actually going to smelt down the Tier 5 rocket for the parts. We might as well. Pretty sure, since we only need 13 of these, I don't think there is... I'm not even seeing anything that we would need a rocket for anyway. So I'm going to smelt that down and start getting all the parts for the Tier 6 rocket. And I'm assuming it's... Before I do this, let me just double check that it is... Yeah, purple rocket fuel. Alright, that's what we have already. Okay, I think that is everything to craft up the Tier 6 rocket. That actually was probably one of the easier ones. I didn't even have to make recipes for anything except the heavy-duty plates. Everything else, well, the rocket control computer, but everything else already had recipes for. So that one was actually pretty easy once you get the titanium. So it's going to go ahead and do that. And there we go. There is our Tier 6 rocket. Dun, 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 dun. I did forget to craft up... Well, I might have some more rocket fuel in here. I don't remember how much I had. Purple. I can never remember if it's purple or rocket, because the name is messed up. No, I don't have any. Let's do 1,000. Let's go take a look at this. It always kind of makes me laugh. Seeing see the older rocket. There we go. Just got a rocket on my back, no problem. There we go. There's the new rocket. That looks different than I remember. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I remember it being so, like, octagonal. Maybe it's changed. Or also, maybe I just don't remember. Okay, so now that we have this, I think we are going to grab the Void Miner. And I'll do that in between episodes. We don't really need to watch me move a Void Miner, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it on the Tier 6 Triton. And the reason for that is we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Tantalite's alright. Really don't need Monazite. And Nickel. But, yeah, I was thinking we're going to be getting Uranium. And Uranium-235, which is actually pretty cool. Not a lot. We're going to be getting Neutronium. And we actually will be getting Galena. Unfortunately, that's not the Sphalerite, but we'll take it. But the main one for us is this Niobium vein now. That is pretty awesome. Because Yttrium, Niobium, and even Gallium sometimes. I haven't had a problem with Gallium in a while, though. Yeah, we're up to 3,000. But Niobium, yeah, I only have 298. Yttrium, I think we have more of that, 715, but not a lot. So that is why I'm going to do it there, I believe. This one does not have the same. And I also think, yeah, this one has like Ilmenite I don't need. Copper, I don't need. Bauxite, I really don't need. But this one does have the graphite. So I don't know. I really want to get the molecular transformer. Just because this is so much easier than having to do it the assembler. Not that it's like difficult, it's just you need so much graphite. And you don't get much graphite from the veins, but I mean Void Miner will make that a bit easier. Yeah, unfortunately the Diamond Vein, the only one it is on Protea. I wish it was on the other one. But, alright, I don't know which... I just realized I never held this stuff in hand. Oh wait, it didn't need to. That one didn't do it. The Tier 7 does. Probably because there has new cone, new fins. That one's going to be a lot more difficult. But, alright, Proteus, of course. I don't know. Let's go to Proteus really quick. Let me get the rock fuel, and I'll meet you up in space. Okay, we are up in space. Let's check out Proteus, I guess. These are the two Tier 6 ones around Neptune. And I totally didn't check to see if the space station that we made, I didn't see it, but I wasn't really looking to see if it was there. There is Neptune in the back. Let's just bounce a little bit. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we are on Proteus. Ooh, look, there is a Thumbcraft node. Let's go ahead and scan. Man, look at all this. Look at all that graphite. Maybe I should drop the thing here. Although it doesn't give us the niobium, which is a bit unfortunate. It does give us uranium, though. And I think I may actually use the uranium. There's uranium actually right there. To get radon. And kind of ditch the krypton and keep it for another gas. I'm thinking. But we'll have to get to that. So I'll probably go grab after this, I'll probably grab the Void Miner, bring it up here, and get it going. Let me fly around a little bit here. A bit dark. Obviously, we're really far away from the sun now. But I guess I'll fly around a little bit, see if I can find a dungeon. Doubt it's going to be as close as the other one was. Okay, I think I just found it. Also, that. Yep. Alright, let's go kill this boss. I will sort of. Like, we'll sort of clear out some stuff. Oh, we have Wither from the things. Wow, there is a lot of mobs in here. Holy cow. Also, I can't eat. So much stuff. There is crazy amounts of mobs in here. Holy cow. Alright. Where is this dang thing? Where is the, Where's the boss? Am I going around in circles? I don't think I've been in this one. Thanks for letting me out. Alright, seriously, where? There's the boss. Alright, we got a slime boss. And what is that? We got infernals, we got all sorts of craziness. Welcome to GregTech New Horizons. There we go, boss done. What is craziness? Like, are these still spotting? Alright, there we go. Done. Get out of here. Where is... Uh-oh. Where's the key? Oh, here it is. Keys. Alright. There we go. Dungeon key. Done. I might as well grab the yellow heart while we're back here as well. And let's get out of this craziness. There it is. Alright. Let me empty some of this stuff. I don't need my inventory. Alright, there we go. We got our workbench for our tier 7 and the one ring. Isn't that like disabled? I'll grab it just in case. Yeah, so tier 6 planet, I'm gonna go grab the Voidbinder and we'll see what we can get into next. I really only have the molecular transformer as a goal, so we'll have to see what we want to do. Probably neutronium or something like that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.